could hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Oh, he shows the first on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to it. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Play running back in this league, or you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It's dime defense from the G-men. 3rd down. The gun is Purdy. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's May. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Made a throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. He picks up 7, and now it's 2nd and goal at the 3.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Tracy. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Go right back to Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants get it down to a single point. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. A lot of grass ahead. At the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts need only one to take the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Tracy. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
May not a throw on 3rd. Complete to Hyatt. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
The extra point is up, and it is good. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Contained right at the line. Michael McFadden able to make the play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Looking out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Finds him on the crossing route. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Motioning right is Ayuk. Taylor now up the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking to throw, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Brought in close to the 8. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Dory Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hyatt going in motion right. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Again, right side to Tracy. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. brought down after reaching the 43. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw for May. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. This is Tracy. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now. Running this with Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Colts setting a man in the secondary here. Third down coming up. Here's May. Gets this to OBJ. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Trying the right side with Tracy. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Tracy. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Now we'll see them try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Giants tie this game at 21. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Purdy to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Coming left is Tracy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They send a man in motion. They run. Here's Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Trying to throw for it with May. He finds it beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. May now. Has it down close. And in. Touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Purdy setting up that play action. He lets one fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. Purdy looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Okay, Brock. Now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devin White hauls him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the when you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long, Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Chased out to his right. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A handoff to Tracy. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's May. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. May now from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. He's back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to... Another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. On the gun is Purdy. On target to his man Taylor. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Working quickly here. Purdy throwing here on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Purdy on first down. Intercepted in the end zone. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 19. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. May throwing for it. He completes it in traffic. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. May on 1st and 10. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And the Colts pick it up. And Indianapolis will return it for a touchdown. The Colts now trail by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's made in the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
May now on 3rd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I don't know if you can hear me or not, but man, I just looked at your O-line, 5 stars on the O-line. Good God. I'm like, no wonder I can't get back there. Whole O-line got a star next to her.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Beckham, the motion man here. The Giants using their 1st time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Going play action, May. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the call tap it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. He'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Pushed out of the pocket. Complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Back to throw it. Taken in by Jones. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. On the counter, it's Taylor. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First and goal, here's Taylor. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's second and goal. Another shot for Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. It's May. A crucial mistake late. It's intercepted. And the Colts have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Connects on the crosser. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking slant route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down throw for May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
May trying to get here on second. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They motion the slot man right. To the air yet again, May. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Here he is to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands. Couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now that he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Throwing now. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
I I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts from the 16. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now May coming off that pick. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Jalen Jones. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. And the kick is good. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from New York.
I came